The depiction of the adventure of a group of heroes who enter into unequal battle for the freedom of their country and people and go through various challenges has been portrayed time and time again in the world of anime and is basically widely used, attractive, engaging and popular idea in this medium, which has led to the creation of lasting work in the eye of the audience. However, sometimes we see the creation of a series that use this seemingly simple idea to tell a very dark story, resulting in a work that can challenge the emotion of any audience. In the introduction of this week's anime, let's look at the masterpiece titled Akame ga Kill. The 24-episode short anime, despite its colorful appearance, has touched on shocking concepts from the very first episode and portrays its dark and bitter world in the most painful way possible to give the audience the feeling that they are watching a work that has become more horrific episode by episode and will ultimately leave behind a lasting tragedy. Such works exist to prove the extent to which anime, despite its deceptive appearance, can create an adult and crazy narrative to the extent that it affects the soul and spirit of its audience. Akame ga Kill introduces us to a warrior and indomitable boy named Tatsumi, whose poverty and fame in his village pursued him and two of his friends to embark on a dangerous adventure and decide to travel to the capital of their land to use their ability to earn a fortune and use it to improve the situation in the village. Close friends who are attacked by bandits in the middle of the road unintentionally separated from each other. Tatsumi is a skilled swordsman who has a compassionate and loving heart, and because he grew up in the village, he imagines that he has benefit from compassionate and generous people everywhere in the world, just like where he lives. However, when he arrived in the capital, he is confronted with the harsh truth, and at the very first beginning of the story, all his possessions are stolen by the mysterious girl. This is a problem that caused him to wander the street in the misery and not even have the money for the room rent until morning. This is where an aristocratic girl is found, and out of sympathy, she offered Tatsumi to take a shelter for the night in their mansion and rest there. The protagonist, who thinks that he has finally found a sympathetic and trusted person, goes to the girl's mansion and get to know her family. There he learned that a group called the Night Raid has massacred the nobles in order to further their nefarious goals, a definition of the group that terrified Tatsumi. However, the truth is soon revealed, and Tatsumi's life is turned upside down. One night, the mansion of these nobles is attacked by the Night Rain gang, and the girl's family members are massacred one after another. And Tatsumi, who sees the situation as critical, decides to protect her with the last drop of his blood, where he is pit against one of the most powerful members of the group, Akame the swordman, and discovered that the person who stole his money on the first day of his arrival in the capital was also one of them. Tatsumi, who has been fighting against the Akame and thinks that he is stand up to evil people, is suddenly confronted with a bitter and terrible truth. The members of the group reveal that the girl and her family are one of the most corrupted and ruthless aristocratic families in the country, taking advantage of the simplicity and inexperience of villagers, so they are subjected to the worst torture in the secret warehouse to enjoy watching them suffer. He even learns that two other his friends who were separated from there during the bandits' attack have also been tortured and killed in the family's warehouse. Tatsumi, who is now faced with a horrific reality and cannot believe the large number of villagers killed in the warehouse, kills the girl out of anger, resentment, and joins the Night Raid group. They reveal to him that the king of their land has served under the order of prime minister due to his young age, and that this man has abused his position and power to bring country to the brink of destruction, so that the nobles and important figures of government are corrupted and restored to every dirty and cruel act to fulfill their personal desire and gain wealth. In such a situation, the opposition force form an elite and skilled group called the Night Rain to assassinate important and corrupted figures of the government and prepare the ground for the revolution. From the very first episode, this series shows that we are dealing with a cruel storytelling that can, despite multiple and crazy deaths, a government that has been corrupted, its nobles have committed vulgar and dirty acts, and its people are drawing in misery, have no hope of continuing their lives. And this is a rare group called Night Rain has been found to prepare the condition for the overthrow of the prime minister and the establishment of a worthy and just-seeking government as the last hope of people of their land. A very dangerous, challenging, and unpredictable mission that brings exciting events over the course of 24 episodes. Anime, while having engaging and unpredictable story that lead to controversial ending, Akame Kill benefits from lovely characters and eye-catching fights, which has made us witness a great and memorable package for fans of the anime world that can depict concepts and narratives that engage your mind while entertaining you. It may challenge your emotion. This work shows how costly it is to achieve justice in devastating world and what sacrifices must be made to achieve it so that people can live in safety and tranquility.